Hey CFB students, I'm Mr. Enslow, one of your CCMR deans. Your teachers have done an amazing job building online learning for you, and we wanted to take just a few minutes to talk about digital habits and communication to help you succeed right from the start. The digital habits you have from playing video games, social media, and the internet might not be the same habits you need for school. Think about the following areas and how you might need to adjust as you transition from the summer to remote learning. As we start the school year away from campus, designate time for schoolwork that is consistent as possible every day throughout the week. When it is time for schoolwork, focus on your work. Separate your work time from other activities as much as you possibly can. Even when you designate time specifically for schoolwork, sometimes distractions are unavoidable. Be aware of them and how to navigate or manage them. Your siblings, your pets, your cell phone, random noises, all of these are things that can be worked around if you are aware and have a plan for addressing them. Every middle school student in CFB turns in all their work early or on time, but it's even more important to think about planning to complete your work before the last minute with remote learning. Until you figure out all the ins and outs of your learning platforms, it might take a little bit longer than usual to turn something in. Keep in mind that tech glitches happen. Part of dealing with those unexpected tech glitches is being a good digital communicator. How many times per day do you check your email? Once? Twice? With remote learning, it'll probably end up being more with the additional logins on your learning platforms. Because communicating electronically is a lot faster than waiting for a face-to-face communication, we sometimes forget that there are rules of etiquette that we should consider. How do you know if you're a good digital communicator? Let's review the following notes. Read and reply promptly. An email you receive might contain a request, an invitation, or a question about something important. Just like we expect a response when we send a message, we need to respond when we receive an important message. Try to avoid using all caps or a lot of punctuation marks. It is hard to understand tone and emotion through email, and it will seem like you're upset if you use all capital letters or multiple question marks or exclamation marks in your message. There are very few super urgent academic situations where you need this much emphasis. Make your subject line specific. The subject line of your email should indicate what the email is about. This gives your teacher or whoever you're sending the message to an idea of what they are going to be addressing. Think of it like your main point. Write clearly and include necessary details. Make sure that your message is clear and that you identify who you are. Remember that grammar and spelling are also important and are not just for school assignments. If what you need is not clear or easily understood, you probably will get a response asking for more information or clarification before you get the answer you want. Stay focused on necessary information. Don't send a bunch of unnecessary messages. Forwarding jokes and other emails are not appropriate for digital learning platforms. If you know a great joke, tell your friend or teacher when we're all back together in person or when it's appropriate during a web or phone conference. Remember that digital communication leaves a record. Clicking delete doesn't make it disappear. Through most platforms, especially for those used in school, a record is retained on the servers that we use that monitor what we send and receive. Please be careful what you're sending and check to make sure that if your feelings are affecting your message negatively. Still with me? That was a lot, so let's look at a couple examples. A student posted this as part of a remote learning assignment. What do you think? Yeah, probably not for remote learning. Unless the assignment was to upload something funny, save it for Snapchat. Probably doesn't belong here. One more. What do you think of this student email to the teacher? I feel bad for them, but since it's email, we can't tell if they're mad, sad, or just a big fan of caps lock. They also didn't say who they are, so unless they use their school email and the subject line is very clear, the teacher is probably going to have to respond with questions before they are able to help the student. Make sure that when you send emails or submit things through your remote learning, it is appropriate and addresses your needs. We know you're going to do great this year, and we look forward to working with you. Have a great day.